I've been thinking about this for years. My family has never found an explanation for it, and I don't think it can be debunked. I was only 8 years old when it happened, and some people say that means it was just my imagination. But what happened that night felt far too real, and whatever called my name was not my sister. Every Christmas, my family would stay at my grandparents' house, just like we had for years. They lived in a very isolated area, surrounded by empty fields, most of them owned by my grandfather, the rest by nearby farmers. There were no parks, no neighbors, no other kids, just land and silence. So me and my siblings made our own fun, playing hide and seek in the overgrown grass or climbing onto my grandfather's old tractor. One evening after dinner, we asked our grandma if we could go back outside. She agreed, but gave us one rule: don't go too deep into the fields. And if we did, stay where we were. Until she came to find us, we promised and ran back outside. We started playing hide and seek, like always. But at some point, I realized something was wrong. I couldn't hear my siblings anymore. No footsteps, no laughing, nothing. I slowly stood up and tried to figure out where I was. I could barely make out the house, far to my left. And I knew then I had gone too deep. I was at least 2 entire fields away. I was scared, but I stayed where I was. I didn't want to make things worse. That's when I heard them, footsteps, fast ones, coming from my right. Then I heard my name, called out in my older sister's voice. It sounded close, but through the thin grass. I couldn't see her. Without thinking, I followed the voice, even though it was leading me away from the house. I followed her voice for what felt like 20 minutes. Each time I called back, her voice sounded farther away. Then I saw something in the distance, a tree, one I recognized immediately. That tree didn't belong to my grandfather's land. It marked the boundary to another farmer's property, a place we were strictly forbidden to enter. That's when it hit me. Whatever I was following was not my sister. She would never break those rules. I felt a horrible drop in my stomach, pure fear. I turned around and ran, as fast as I could. I could hear something behind me, rustling through the grass, and it was still calling my name. But now the voice was wrong, low, distorted, grunts and gurgling between every breath. I didn't look back. Eventually, I collapsed, curled up in the grass, hiding. That's when an elderly couple found me. They took me inside their home and called my parents. That's when everything became worse. All of my siblings, including my older sister, had gone back inside after 10 minutes. They thought I was still playing. What felt like 30 minutes to me was actually 3 entire hours. I had walked over 8 miles. My parents were minutes away from calling the police. Since that night, I never went back into the fields. Even now, when I visit, I keep my distance. I don't know what called my name, but I know one thing. It knew exactly how to sound like someone I trusted. If you've ever heard a familiar voice leading you somewhere you shouldn't go, trust your fear. This is Midnight Whispers.